Guys, so have you seen the new Beyonce videos? They are seriously so amazing. She did such a great job. But the one thing that stood out for me in all the videos is the makeup. So myself and Pinkxfoxes decided to do a collaboration video where we both create the same look from the Mine video featuring Drake. And so basically this is the look I came up with, and I'm gonna put her link down below so you can see the one she came up with. And of course it's not exactly the way hers looks because we all have our own ideas and we all come up with our own little creation when we see something. So this is just my creation that I came up with. Hopefully you guys like it, and don't forget to check out her video too because she did the same look, so hers is probably going to be a little bit different than mine. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. I love this look so much. Of all the ones, there were lots of beautiful ones, but this one just really stood out to me because they used so many different colors. And the one that stood out the most was the teal, but then she had like the pinkish plumish color blended into the crease from the blue. So it just popped out. And I love that her lips were neutral. She had just a little bit of pink on the cheeks, and then she had the green smudged underneath. It was just so pretty. So that's what really drew me to the look. As you can see, I have my fake lashes on, so I look all lashified. I didn't have any glittery eyeshadows to match the way they did it, so I had to use matte eyeshadows and then add glitter on top. So if you guys don't have glittery eyeshadows, you can do that too, like I did. I used mostly the Coastal Scents palette to do this, so you know that makes it a lot more that makes it more affordable. That's what I was trying to say. Because I think the Coastal Scents palette is like $20. You get all these colors and it's awesome because you don't have to go and buy like this color, this color, this color, because it has every color you can imagine. So here's the look. So if you guys want to learn how I did this, then keep on watching. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is priming my eye with the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Barely Branded. And I'm just going to place this all over my whole lid and up to the brow. And I'm going to define my crease a little bit with just a neutral medium brown color. I'm going to use the Kat Von D palette, and I'm going to be using, I think it's called either Unrequited, yeah, this one right here. And I'm just going to take a little fluffy brush and just kind of define my crease. So I'm just going to kind of look down, and whenever I define my crease I always just kind of look down, or not necessarily down, but instead of doing this I kind of tilt my head back a little bit, and just, you can see where your crease is and where to define it. This color is going to help transition all of these other colors that we're going to be using. I do this no matter what look I'm doing. I always define my crease with just a natural brown color. Now I'm going to be taking the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in number 17 Tutu Turquoise. It's just an eyeliner, and I'm going to put this on my lid, and this will be used as kind of like a base. I'm going to leave a tiny little bit right out in the middle just so we can put white right there, so it'll be like kind of a highlight. So I did that. Now I'm going to take a white pencil. I'm going to be using MAC's Fascinating Eye Kohl. and just kind of blend the white with that blue color. And it'll kind of make it like a light blue. Just like that. Most of the colors that I'm using are going to be from, like, the rest of the eyeshadows are going to be from the Coastal Scents 88 palette. This is just the regular one. There's also a metallic one. That would be better to use, but I don't have that one, so I'm just having to do it with this one. But I'm going to take this color right here. You guys can see that. It's kind of like a teal turquoise color. And I'm just going to start patting that on my lid right here. And right there. Just like that. And then I'm going to start kind of taking a little bit of this and blending it into that brown in the crease, just to kind of fade it out a little bit. Just transition that a little bit. Now I'm going to take, I'm going to actually mix a couple of colors. I'm going to mix this dark plum color and the black together with just like a little brush like this. Just kind of dab a little bit of the purple, dab a little bit of the black, and then I'm going to put this right on the outer corner right here. And just kind of press it a little bit. And I like to kind of slowly build that up instead of just putting a whole bunch, because I feel like it makes it easier to blend. Then I'm going to start kind of pulling it up into the crease a little bit and into the inner corner right here. So after I press it down in there, I'm just going to start slowly making windshield wiper motions into the inner corner like this. And now I'm going to take a brush and just kind of blend the brown and this darker color to transition into more, you know, more faded, blended look. Like that. I'm going to take a fresh blending brush and grab this purpley color, purpley pink color, and I'm going to grab some of that, and I'm going to place it right above this darker color and just kind of start blending, but don't blend too much because you don't want it to turn muddy. So I'm just kind of placing it there and just kind of bringing it in. And I did that one first. Now I'm going to take this brighter pink right here and kind of blend that in there too. Like that. See how I'm not just doing like this, I'm just kind of pulling it in there because those two are blended together nicely. So I don't really need to blend it too much. And I'm going to place a little bit in here. Like that. Now I'm going to take a highlight color. I'm just going to use this one right here. And another clean brush. And I'm going to put it underneath my eyebrow and start blending this with the pink. And since I'm using matte eyeshadows, I need something to glitter it up a little bit. So I'm going to be taking some of my Light Touch MAC Pressed Pigment, and I'm going to put that on a flat brush and kind of press some of the glitter right in the middle right here. Just to give it more of a sparkle look. Now I'm going to take a black eyeliner, just a regular black eyeliner, and I'm going to put it on my waterline. And I'm using the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in number 12. I have a green, and I'm going to put that on the bottom of my eye. I am going to take this color right here, this bright green, and I'm going to blend that with that green eyeliner down here. Like that. I'm going to go ahead and add some mascara. And once, if I do my foundation first, which I have, if I get anything under the bottom, I always just take a little wipey and just kind of clean it up down there a little bit. And apply some concealer. I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW15. One thing I like about putting on concealer after I do my eye makeup is it really helps with the blending underneath the eye area. And I'll show you guys. I really love this concealer. I love how much of a coverage it gives you, but it stays all day because it's the Pro Longwear. But I like to kind of pat it on like this and kind of let it sit there for a minute instead of just blending it. Just kind of pat it on there, and then I will take my brush and start to blend it in with the under eye liner, and it really helps to blend that out for me. Now it is time for lashes. I'm using the Demi Ardell lashes. Kind of blow on it a little bit, let it sit there for like 20 seconds, let it get a little tacky. And I will grab my tweezers because that helps me to kind of set them on there easier. And just kind of slowly set them on there and then adjust them. Like that. Okay, so as for blush, I'm going to be mixing two. Well, not necessarily mixing, but I'm going to put on my Archie's Girls Veronica blush first. It's like a light highlighter pinky color. And I'm just gonna kind of put that above my bronzer. I just bronzed up my face a little bit, kind of contoured a little bit since I'm so pale. But I'm just kind of doing that first. She doesn't really have much blush on in the video, but I like blush, so I'm gonna kind of do it a little bit heavier. And then I'm gonna put MAC's True Romantic just a little bit on the cheek itself right here. Just a little bit, just darken it up a little bit. And as for lips, I'm just gonna do a gloss because her lips are very natural, so I'm gonna do Dior's, I don't know what this one is, but it's a nude color. And that's it. That's the finished look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like it and subscribe. And I love you guys. See you later.